The Supreme Court will hear arguments tomorrow on state laws banning transgender athletes in girls' and women's sports. These are two cases before the justices tomorrow. One is out of West Virginia. 15-year-old Becky Pepper Jackson is suing her home state because the law prevents her from competing on the girls' high school track and field team. A second case out of Idaho deals with a similar claim from college student Lindsay Hecox. So far, 27 states have passed laws restricting transgender athletes from participating in girls' and women's sports. CBS News chief legal correspondent Jan Crawford joins us now. So, Jan, the plaintiffs in both cases argue that banning transgender athletes violates Title IX and the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. Can you walk us through that argument?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's right, Lindsay. Critics of these laws argue that it violates the Equal Protection Clause because it's not treating transgender athletes equally. And then on Title IX, which, of course, Congress passed in 1972 to require educational institutions to, ensure equal opportunities for women. They say the law is clear there, that the law says you cannot, deny or exclude anyone from participation because of sex. Now, on the other side, you've got Idaho, West Virginia, 25 other states, and the Trump administration. And they say that this doesn't violate the Constitution because states have an interest in ensuring that women have safe and equal playing spaces. And then on Title IX, they say they're not excluding anyone from participation on the basis of sex because under these laws, it just restricts athletes to participate based on their biological sex. So they say transgender athletes can still participate, but just in the different category.
And you spoke with the West Virginia Attorney General who is defending his state's ban. What did he tell you?
Yeah, I mean, we sat down with the Attorney General this afternoon, and he said, listen, as important as these legal arguments are, setting aside those legal arguments, at some point, this is just a matter of common sense. Take a listen to what he says.
In a world where everything gets sort of muddled in a Supreme Court argument into this legalese, at the end of the day, we know that it is unfair and unsafe for men to be playing sports against women. And we know that the values that Title IX has created over the last 50 years have placed women in positions of power throughout corporate America, throughout our politics. And we want to make sure that Title IX continues to give the women and girls of this country that opportunity.
Now, we expect large crowds in front of the Supreme Court tomorrow before these arguments start at 10 o'clock. There'll be rallies on both sides, and this is one of the most contentious cases of the term. I expect these arguments to stretch well into the afternoon. Lindsay?
Jan Crawford, we appreciate you. Thank you.